Neat.
Do 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 do.
And there we are. Keep getting ads for at-home hockey kits, where it's you don't need ice, and you can skate on it.
What?
It's like a yeah, it's like a thing. It's like a like those like puzzle piece gym things,
Huh.
it's like that, but you can ice skate on it.
But couldn't you always just do hockey, but with rollerblades and a ball?
Yeah, but maybe this is for people that want to practice hockey.
Huh.
I don't know. It's a little weird. I feel like I don't know. Whatever.
Dancing of Doom. Aww. Lucky Bats. Ooh. All right. Today I am finishing the gals. I'm gonna throw a little oil onto the bases so that can be drying while I work on some other stuff. Broken Tusk. Hi. Dancing of Doom. That is called street hockey, and the only accepted hockey is ice hockey.
Yeah, there you go.
I only want to watch it MWM or Midwinter Mini. Broken Tusk. Hi. Till you die from it. Hey Jay, did you check out my Space Marine orc? No, I have not. Although Space Marine orcs are hilarious, and I love them.
Mm-hmm.
I made a video about a tin boy. It was an orc who wanted to be a Space Marine. And so
Adorable.
So I guess technically they're robots, but it's a robot that looks like a Space Marine.
Speaking of robots,
Yeah.
this stream is sponsored by Bubbly, sparkling water.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba, I'm bubbly.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Woo! There we go. Nice and spicy water.
So I want to make a nice green. So I'm gonna put down a little bit of white.
Mm-hmm.
Charlizard Blue. Good morning, people.
No.
Everwald.
Only good evening.
A person with their hands up. Rar. Broken Dust. What's your favorite chapter? Black Templar. Vampy. Hey guys. Get those paints high.
My favorite chapter is none of them because they all suck.
Henry Satter. I'm not hobbying, but I am making a new Yu-Gi-Oh deck. I mean, that sounds like hobbying.
Different hobbying.
Oh my goodness, there's like weird stuff. Oop.
Vampy, what's the creepiest Warhammer mini?
Definitely the Slanesh model where a demonette is playing a guy like a harp. Like playing his tendons as a harp. Definitely that one. I don't think there's even another contender.
Morngul's creepy.
Morngul's creepy. It is creepy. I like the Morngul. I love that model.
Mm-hmm.
If I ever put an order from Forgeville, I think that model will come too.
That's gonna be part of it.
Mm-hmm.
Cute Moshi, Jay, if you could make a new army, Tyranids, Tau, or Admech, because you have to pick.
Tyranids, Tau, or Admech? Tau. They're kind of like their mech suits. Tyranids sound like a big pain because I had to paint a bunch of them. And Admech also look like a big pain in the butt. They're really cool. I like them. But it looks like it'd be a lot of work.
There you go.
Yeah, I like this color. I just thought I'm gonna have to mix this color up a lot.
Mm-hmm.
If I do this on all the bases, but I think I can replicate this without too much trouble.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm mixing it on cardboard because I've heard that cardboard soaks up the linseed oil and helps oil paints not take so long to dry.
Who's linseed?
Mm-hmm. Why she got so much oil?
Yeah, I don't know. This is a oil baron.
Mm-hmm. You know what? Is this a smart way to do things? Or should I have painted the bases the color I wanted and then applied an oil wash?
I guess that one.
Mm-hmm. Well.
Too late.
Mm-hmm.
And Mama didn't raise a quitter.
Yeah, we're trying something. We're trying out new things. And I like to try out new things on my finished models that I want to be good.
Yeah. Exactly. Aquino Canones, so what exactly is this month's challenge? Assume I'm illiterate. It's,
nothing but nature?
Return to nature? But nature.
Nothing but
Something
nature.
like that. Pick a model, has to do something with nature, and there you go. So it can't be a space marine.
Mm-hmm.
And it can basically be anything besides that. I know, like Andy Crimson's doing like a tank that's going to be overrun with like a tree coming out of it, flowers and stuff. That counts. That would work. It could be I don't know, a bard walking through a forest. A classic, of course.
An animal of any sort.
Mm-hmm.
A dragon. Anything. Sasquatch? Oh my gosh. If you do a Sasquatch, you'll probably win.
Yep, there you
I'm
go.
Just putting that out there.
You heard it here, folks. Daniel Blake. So, Jay, Abaddon model or Gilliman model?
Abaddon. Gilliman, I don't like how Gilliman looks that much.
Boom. There you have it.
I like Gilliman, but I don't like the model.
Broken Tusk, what's your opinion on Dark Angels?
Dark Angels are cool. I don't have any problem with their. I think they're neat. I like that they have their own special version of the land speeder. That's pretty cool. Their land speeder basically just take twice the firepower of everyone else's land speeder. And I like their Terminators.
Well, there you have it. And wow, we're going to get back to our kill team roots this week.
Yeah.
Playing kill team tomorrow.
Kick. Oh, I'm going to win so hard. I think I might field these ladies.
Oh.
Because they'll be done.
There you go.
Assuming that this oil doesn't take a long time to dry. And, I mean, when has oil ever taken a while?
Right.
Yeah, it probably would have made way more sense to paint this color on and then do an oil wash on top.
Well, you win some, you lose some.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what our matchup will be. We will see for tomorrow. I don't know if it will be a three-way. It's looking like a three-way.
Typing. Tickets at Repentance. Remember, folks, show some love and support and hit that thumbs down. We love them. If you're new to the channel, join the Motley Crew and hit that subscribe. We also have a Patreon and Discord channel. Daniel Bear, awesome conversion in the latest White Dwarf. It's the body of a seahorse creature from the Deepkin with the head of a fiend of Slanesh. Looks incredible. Neat.
Interesting.
Cute Mochi, Jay, what is your favorite sister battle unit? Oh, that's hard. I like a lot of them a lot. I really like their new mech suits. I really like those. I also really like just the regular Battle Sisters. And I also really like the Zephyrim, the little flying ladies. I like the Penitent engines.
Jeez. Is there anything you hate?
I'm not super stoked on buying more rhinos. Just because I have enough. I feel like I have enough rhinos, but they're obviously not sisters rhinos, so I shouldn't get the different rhino. But and it comes in the start collecting, so I probably will get some.
There you go.
Oh, the Sisters Rhino looks cool. It's a good looking take on the Rhino. It's cool. Looks better than the Space Marines Rhino. I mean, the Space Marine Rhino, like, a lot of people really defend the Land Raider and were upset when the new Primaris thing came out that was a little bit like the Land Raider. But I don't think that many people were really defending the old box. It's a box.
Box.
There's even an orc thing they hide in metal boxes.
Kimoshi, least favorite power weapon?
I like a lot of the power weapon. Oh, the power. There used to be a thing called a power lance. I don't believe it ever had a model, but you used to be able to take it on anything. It was like objectively worse than the other power weapons, so no one ever did. I think it was a holdover from something way back in the day. But yeah, in 6th edition, you could take a power lance.
Interesting.
Yeah, for some reason that's just kind of vanished.
You know why? It's because Games Workshop hates the fans.
There it is. I saw a really funny thing today where apparently they've finally gotten rid of the Steel Legion, the old metal Steel Legion models, which I could not believe they still sold. And so somebody posted it on Facebook that it had gone, and someone was like, I can't believe this. I'm sure it has to do with Games Workshop becoming more PC, and they're getting rid of problematic models. I'm like, what old just Imperial Guard models?
That's a wild take.
But that's his go-to for anything, I'm sure.
Yeah.
They're taking a slice of cheese off the McDouble. This is woke culture.
Cancel culture.
Yeah.
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 Interesting.
Although it is obviously that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think a lot of Guard people are going to be really disappointed with their particular faction of Guard never get anything. Because what are the odds that every single faction of Guard get an entire range? It's interesting that they did that with a lot of the Imperium armies and then never again. All Sisters of Battle look exactly the same. All Adeptus Mechanicus look exactly the same. All Genestealer Cult look exactly the same. But all Imperial Guard look way different.
Right. Yep. Just, it's a little much, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
Jason M, hello from Canada. 10 p.m. here.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hey, random Imperial Knight. What about Cinderella with a bolt gun? Yeah, that would work. That'd make a good Sisters of Battle model. Daniel Blake, Jay, surely we get a video of you painting Abaddon. Maybe. I like that model. There's a bunch of models, like random character models that I kind of want, like Belisarius Call, but we'll see. Qmochi, Vulcan or Abaddon? I really like Vulcan. It's a little bit sad that he's kind of old, and so I think it's one of the best looking old Space Marine models, but it's very small.
Qmochi, Nick, what's the coolest orc unit? I'm gonna say Gorkanaut.
I like the Flash Kits. I think they're fun.
Mm-hmm. I think they have a lot of stuff going on.
Mm-hmm.
They're kind of not fun to paint at all.
John Alberts. Oh man, what are you doing with those bases? Some sort of marble? Can't wait to see what it looks like. Me either.
Yeah, what the hell are you doing?
I have no idea. Daniel Bear. Power Lance is what I call my Jewels. I'm painting my Vader tonight. I'm not sitting around watching a much better painter on YouTube at all, lol. Ain't that right?
I get it.
Zephyr. White Scars had a Power Lance, and it was used by the bikes, I think. Oh, yeah. I remember that. They had... I think you can still get their biker upgrade sprue. And yeah, and it had one Power Lance, which was just a short stick with a regular-looking lance. I suppose all power weapons kind of look just like regular things. Derpiosi, I want my naked Repentia. Well, you're going to have to go back in time about, I don't know, 5-6 years.
I'm sure you can 3D print them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure someone has that for you.
Broken Tusk, least favorite chapter? I don't know.
All of them, they all
yeah.
suck. I don't get it.
Lurch, where did you find your canvas apron? I don't know. It was given to me. I'm pretty sure that it was just bought on Amazon. It's the heavy canvas apron. It is actually a little bit too heavy. I think I might replace the straps with like backpacky straps instead of around the neck straps, just so it's a little bit more comfortable.
Yeah, around the neck is a little much, I would say.
Mm-hmm. Qmochi, favorite Imperial Knight loadout? All the guns. Just all the guns you can take. As many guns as are allowed.
I think you should only take all the close combat stuff.
I think
no
currently,
guns.
I think that's the worst loadout for Imperial Knights because you give up so much because their guns are so good.
Yeah, but that's what you should do.
Yeah, no,
me.
of course.
John Albers, it's frickin' Saturday. You are working on Sisters, and I'm working on building the new Templar.
Ooh, neat.
Hot damn.
Yeah, I decided to skip the launch box and just wait for them to come out separately.
Like a bad little shell.
Mm-hmm.
Broken Tusk, I've been in the hobby for a couple of months. Do you have any advice for me?
Yeah, paint stuff.
Don't buy more than you need.
Yes, yeah, don't buy more than you painted. In theory, a pile of shame should be a rarity. But it seems to happen to a lot of people. Because some people call a pile of shame a pile of opportunity, which I disagree with. I think the pile of opportunity should be all of the lovely boxes at the friendly local game store and a nice full wallet. Yeah. That's opportunity. Oscar Lauschart, what's with the spooky lighting? Yeah, my lighting here isn't that good. It's set up for the models, not for me. I'll fix it one of these years.
It's Halloween.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, no, forget everything I said. It's on purpose.
Jeez. What a silly question. Monitor, but it's way easier to buy things than it is to work on them.
It really is.
Tiki's through to Prince. I have a 30-year-old pile of shame.
Monitor, us patrons learned one of Jay's weaknesses this week. Ooh. What?
Oh, yes, I know what it is. I can't say it.
Ah.
It's something that you can't do, but I can do.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Only the patrons know that.
And me.
Yeah.
I had no idea. Let's just say Lucky Bat and I talked about it today.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was a surprise to me.
Cute Mochi, what's the best kill team? I actually think new Kill Team 21, is a really pretty darn well balanced game, and I think you could play any of the 20 or so factions and have, if you could put together any roster of any of the 20 factions and it would play well. Like in old Kill Team, I would not want to play a random kill team versus another random kill team, but in the new one, I actually think that would play really well. With that said, I mean, it's kind of up to your play style, but if you Space Marines are an easy pick just because they can kind of do everything. If you want to just be a huge, if you just want to double tap and just be shooting nonstop forever, you take regular tactical Space Marines, or what I've been doing, which is taking Incursor Space Marines. If you want to be an absolute monstrosity in close combat, you take Grey Knights. And then if you want like a little bit of both, you take Custodes, because then you get 2 indestructible models flanked by 5 Bolter Babes. Mitch Slav, now that you have a McFarlane Space Marine, when will you have 7-inch scale kill team battles with 2 squads of 5 of them? That would be funny and a lot of work.
Yep.
Dipterbiasi, you must repent for your sins, Repentia, but not too much. Wear some briefs. I think they're naked in that they're wearing their underclothes, like because their shirts have holes for the plugs that attach to their armor. So I think they technically are naked. But also like their nakedness is not them repenting. They're not having their armor is them repenting because it's been taken from them.
A likely story.
Mm-hmm.
All I know is Games Workshop hates the fans.
It is true because they used to be naked because then nerdy men would buy them. No, Jay, it's because back in the day people had an appreciation for art.
Right. Exactly.
That's what the comments tell me.
Jason M. Ha, I remember what his weakness is now. More like a disability. Yeah. I think you can get money for the government because of it.
Take your prints. Jay, get the hairdryer on these bases with the oils. I'm about to, for sure. I ain't about to wait. I'm finishing them. Finishing them today.
Hot damn.
Oh god, that power strip is out.
Great. Ah. Sebastian Stevenson, why do we dislike the video? Dislike and find out. Also, we have 71 people watching and only 34 dislikes? I don't get it. What are we doing here, folks? Lurch went to my friendly local game store, got me looking into Malifaux now. The sculpts are sick. I know. I have a problem deciding on what crews I want to build because everything looks so cool. Got to go through the books and stuff. I played the pigs for Bayou, and that was pretty fun. But I don't know. I feel like I want to try something else before going for them if I wanted to.
You're not ready to go in whole hog?
No, because I think I have to be a better general. They're kind of tricky.
George Jardo. Everybody knows the nipple is the highest form of arts. That's true. I got into an argument with somebody, and at the end of it, they were like that they really appreciate a more classical beauty, which is his way of saying that the current Sisters of Battle aren't sexy enough for his taste.
Yep. I mean, I've been saying that for years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Did you know that you were arguing with me?
Oh my god, that's awesome! Yeah, neat.
That'd be honestly, that'd be pretty funny.
Mm-hmm.
Make a fake account and just argue with you.
Yeah. John B. Any tips for contrast paints? I'm trying orcs. Orcs contrast too thin or too thick in pools. Well, you don't really want to let it pool ever. But other than that, I don't know. Just keep trying. I usually kind of let it get a little thicker on the undersides and a little thinner on the top, and then I always put a little bit more paint on top of contrast paint. Like this lady's purple is contrast, but then I went in with a lighter purple and I laid it on the highest parts, and I think that really completes the look nicely.
Jason M. Also, the dislike ratio was pretty weak yesterday. Come on, everybody. Are you EOB shills or what? Dislike for the dislike throne. Yep.
Eons of Shill. There we go. That sort of was something. I watched I mean, this is from a while ago, but I watched the Sisters of Battle, Hammer and Bolter, and it was really, really good. Man, if Hammer and Bolter was on YouTube, it'd be a super cool. But it's not.
Nope. Not even a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Sebastian Stevenson. Is it really worth spending a bunch of money on a combat patrol or just buy specific things over time? I'm just painting 40k models, not overly interested in playing, but I kind of want to save some money. I think that's your first mistake.
Yeah, for sure.
Save money.
I'd say the combat patrols then are a great deal if you want every single thing in the box. Otherwise, probably not. Sometimes the stuff in the combat patrols you can buy cheaper on eBay because people parcel them out. So if you like the look of something in the combat patrol but you don't like everything in the combat patrol, that's probably something to look at. Also remember that you can always the one nice thing about the combat patrols is the higher up like a box goes, the better that 15% off is. And if you buy from your friendly local game store, they may offer you a 15% discount.
Are there angry local game stores?
Yes. That's why we always say friendly local game store.
Interesting.
Oh yeah, they're so angry.
Mm-hmm.
Totes angry.
Totes angry. Upset local game store.
Mm-hmm.
Pissed local game store. Sad local game store.
Cute Mochi, power hammer or power axe? Power axe. I always think the hammers are a little dumb.
But it's a Warhammer.
I know.
Why do you hate the fans?
Search friends, check out the new Army Painter Speed Paint range. Yes, yeah, it looks super dope. I can't wait to get my hands on it. Give it a little try.
Yeah,
I've tried the scale 75 stuff, and I like it for the most part. Except I bought a tan, and the tan sucked. Don't buy a tan. I wonder if the white is good though, so that's kind of confusing. Although I guess white is a very different color to tan. Like white is kind of its own animal.
Yeah. Miami Jules, what? No stream Sunday. Unacceptable. We demand you work 28 hours a day, 17 days a week, 839 days a year. Yeah, we don't work on the Lord's Day. Or holidays.
Yeah, although we do have a secret stream every 34th of January.
Yep. Exactly.
So keep your eyes peeled for that.
Yeah, that's pretty exciting.
Yeah, weirdly small turnout.
Yeah. Not gonna lie, little annoyed, but it is what it is.
Yeah, because we really try to go all out on those, but
right, and that's we're naked for those. I mean, it's usually kind of wild, but yeah. Takamuto, angry local gaming store can be sung to the theme to the 90s Ninja Turtles opening song.
Angry friendly local game store. Angry local gaming store. Angry local gaming store. They will beat your ass. Gaming store. Rick. Perfect. I got some of the dead cowboy guys from Malifaux. I think they look neat. Oh, I was looking at some Malifaux maze today. They have some weird Batmen, but like not Batman. Batman. Yeah. They are super cool. I think I really like the Resurrectionists. They're kind of cool. I might do Resurrectionists for my second team. Although now I have so much to paint for my ladies, my performers. My arcanist performers.
$13.13's tips. They changed my days off. Sad face.
No!
$5 for Nick Stampa.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, I mean, I would not mind painting another vehicle. Been painting up this the kill team. And I like painting vehicles. I don't want to do this.
Cute Mochi, if your favorite city was under attack, would you want it to be attacked by Tyranids or orcs? I feel like orcs, because you might actually be able to win. I feel like Tyranids are worse than the orcs.
Yeah, I would say so.
Because the orcs just want to break stuff and fight. Like, the Tyranids want to, like, literally terraform everything into themselves and then move on. There's a great book called Old Man's War, where they're fighting a race that loves fighting, and they actually turn themselves, like, technologically to match whatever they're fighting to make it a fair fight. And humanity finds them very annoying because they have to fight them because they want to fight. They're like, we would much rather not. Cal97, any advice for a newbie who's going to have their first ever game, Space Wolves Successor Chapter versus Death Guard? Also, they have your videos. Keep up the great work. Yeah, probably book a sticky, or not, it's the sticky mark your pages. Sticky note your pages for rules reference so that you can quick look stuff up because you're probably going to need to a lot. Keep an eye on your stratagems. Maybe pick like one to make sure you can remember it and pick when it goes off.
That's a good idea.
Try to enjoy yourself.
If you lose, if you lose, flip over the table.
Yeah, break his models if he starts to win too much. You know, the normal things.
Yep, these are pro tips. These are the tips that we follow.
If you go second, don't, whenever you're deploying, make sure to not just leave everything out in the open because you could get shot at.
Oh yeah.
It's most important for that first turn to not have everything just hanging out in the open. You got terrain, use it.
Yeah, you kind of don't want to die in the first turn. Usually not good. Things usually don't work out for you if you start losing in the first turn. If I didn't lose any orcs in old kill team for like the first or second turn, it was game over.
Yep.
Game over.
Kyle Transy. Nice. 69 people watching.
Woo. Yeah.
Yeah, if the orcs hadn't died, I remember all of the horrible times where I killed your knob with the flamethrower, but then it just didn't die.
Yep.
Because that's how old kill team works.
Yeah.
Every time you killed something, it was a 50-50 if you killed it or not.
Yep, which is good.
Every single time. You could kill something 3 times if the other person rolled lucky enough.
Oh, and I would roll lucky enough. Have my lucky dice.
Miami Jules? Damn, he really doesn't get tired of painting, does he? Nick, you should put his ass in a big vending machine thingy and have people pay $20 per mini. He'd make a fortune. That probably is not the worst idea. I have been thinking about maybe selling the models I paint or doing some sort of a commission. Because at this point, I own over 1,000 models that are like fully painted. And I wonder how big can that number get? Before I don't know what I own, I don't use what I own.
Not a bad idea. You can start a Fiverr. Then we can make our Fiverr videos.
Yeah. Yeah, Fiverr videos are where it's at. Should probably hit this with a hairdryer before. But it's working. Alexander Fielding tips. I have $28 Games Workshop voucher to spend for my Warhammer Plus subscription. Thoughts on what I should give myself a discount on? Stumped on what to buy for some reason. I mean, if you don't know what to buy, I think a perfect purchase would be the. It probably wouldn't use up your card, but the $15 pack of 4 Age of Sigmar Nighthaunt Glaive Wraith Stalkers. It's 4 absolutely gorgeous minis that will help your painting tremendously. Especially if you're a 40k person where you're not used to doing like cloth and magical wavy wispies. It's a great pick.
Magical wispies. Victor Hugo Bittencourt Silva. Love that. Green Stuff World Roller. Always use them as ruins, though. Crack. Y'all make out yet? Oh, yeah. That was most of the stream. Right. We stopped right when you got on. That's pretty inappropriate. Monitor. Turns out I have the voucher too. Thanks for the heads up. We have that too. We have to figure out what we're gonna buy. Calnick97. Do you guys have a Discord? Yes. The link is in the description. So you can join the Discord. And you get special Discord benefits if you join the Patreon, because there's some secret channels.
Yeah. It's a bunch at this point.
Yes, this is true. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4 Patreon only channels.
Look at that! Look at what those patrons get! Holy moly!
Although it depends on the level that you subscribe to, and if you get to see those which channels are not. A bunch of people were concerned that they lost your audio, but that's because you were.
I was muted so that you didn't have to hear the hairdryer.
Yep. Yeah, I don't mind not hearing that. Captain Crofty, how did you cut the circles for your base toppers?
I actually just smushed clay. I smushed the clay right on top of the base, and just used the roller and let it squish and overhang and be a big old mess. And then I let it dry and then sanded off the excess.
There you go. Pro tip.
That's why I use Milliput instead of green stuff, because Milliput sands pretty nicely, and green stuff does not.
More like Millislut.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good old fashioned clever joke. May I say? Just like that one.
Yeah.
Kino Canones, can you use the voucher on Forge World? That's like using an Amazon gift card on Audible.
I don't think so. I bet you can't. I don't know that for fact, but it would make sense if you can't, because Games Workshop and Forge World make no sense. And should be the same thing.
I remember the rumors like 6 years ago that they were going to become the same thing. They were gonna do it, but then they didn't. It's almost like people lie online.
Yeah.
Garbage. George Gujardo tips. I would totally buy a EOB painted mini. If you could somehow sign it and put it under a display case, it would be awesome.
I mean, that's easy enough to do.
There you go.
I mean, we even know a guy who makes display cases.
Exactly. Hashtag Cobalt Keep. Hashtag keep your cobalts.
Hashtag keep your cobalts keep. Freak Beast, I wish I knew I had the Warhammer Plus voucher before I bought the new Praetors from Forge World.
Sebastian Stevenson, is there a Patreon level we can send a message to you guys? Yeah, any of them.
Yeah.
We get messages.
You can all just add us on Discord.
This is true. Or you can pay us money. And,
Or you can pay us money. Yeah, that too.
Either way. It's yep.
Cute Mochi, the weird boy, needs an update, and I know about the kill rig. I don't mind the current weird boy. It's kind of old and it looks resiny, but I don't hate it. I like the little Gretchen being dragged along. I think I don't like the new weird boy as much as I like the old weird boy. I feel like the old weird boy had more personality. Now Games Workshop sucks.
Yeah.
No, I like the weird boy enough. It's fine. But I get why most people seem to go with the Age of Sigmar weird boy.
Yeah.
Because it's plastic and nice and it's not always out of stock and it's fine.
You're to hear, folks.
Mm-hmm.
Stephen Wayne, Iron Hands, thoughts.
I like Iron Hands. They're cool. They have robot hands.
I can honestly say that if you forced me to play Space Marines, that's what I would pick as the chapter. If you're like you're gonna do it.
There's a company called Andal Industries that makes some really, really, really cool conversion parts to make Iron Hands.
Great.
I've seen them in person because I saw an Iron Hands person at the game store, and they were using those parts, and they weren't kicked out immediately, which was interesting.
And this was at Warhammer World?
No, it was at the friendly local Warhammer store.
Don't you mean angry local?
Yes, yeah,
Games
exactly.
Workshop store? That hates the fans?
Mm-hmm. Oh, I hate them so much.
I'm going to always throw that in there.
Oh, they hate him so much. They will get him. Fool Mark Arcoflagellants are better. You know, they are and they aren't. In terms of Kill Team, at least. I know in Kill... I was looking at them a lot in Kill Team. And they have more wounds. And they have more attacks that hit on 3s instead of on 4s. So they do have some solid benefits. But they can't do mission actions or pick up objectives. And I feel like that's a major, major loss. So I would probably always take Repentia, because they're so similar. I mean, they both have only melee weapons, and they both have a bunch of special rules to help them hit a little harder. So I feel like you might as well pick Repentia, and then you have the opportunity, if one arises, of playing mission actions or picking up objectives, which I really like to do. I think it's fun to just pick up an objective and then walk away with it. I think that's awesome.
And there you have it. Crack, can I send nudes? Only if it's noodles. And shouldn't you be demanding for us to send you nudes if you're part of the Patreon? I don't understand. Like an OnlyFans kind of situation? Which that's coming soon. We're going to add that as a new tier.
Yeah, we were a little worried when OnlyFans was going to get rid of porn, but...
Yep. Exactly.
Thank goodness we were saved.
Yep. Jeez. They were about to ruin our business.
Mm-hmm. Jason M., I think Forge World is dumb. Models are crazy expensive and resin. Yeah, it's crazy. The models, I mean, they have some kind of cool sculpts, but They're not so cool that I think they're worth twice the price. And that's twice the Games Workshop price, which no one... I mean, Games Workshop's pretty competitive, and I don't think anyone has anything bad to say about regular Games Workshop prices. But yeah, Forge World is redonkulous. Full Cult Rick, Games Workshop and Forge World need to do the nasty and get it over with. Yeah, get a room, Games Workshop and Games Workshop subsidiaries. What is weird is that it started out like it wasn't like Forge World was some other little company and then became a manufacturer of 40k and ages and like products. They began life as what they are.
Yeah, it's weird.
I guess it just made sense to have two different companies that made the same models for the same game.
Who knows? Those crazy Brits. That's what I would say.
What?
Jason M, I would watch a mud fight between Nick and Jay.
Yeah.
Coming right up. Crack. What is Nick working on? I want a behind-the-scenes special episode, After Dark version. Well, I'm currently nude, working on my Orc Commandos.
Are you gonna be ready for the game tomorrow?
No.
No.
Nope. I got a bunch of shit to do on them. I mean, I think that they'll be. I mean, I have been playing with them not done.
Whoa, what? I thought models just disintegrated if you tried to play with them unpainted. That's why I painted every model I've ever bought.
I mean, technically they were painted. The past couple weeks they've had a couple colors on them, but now that most of them, I think they'll probably all be done except for the stripes. I didn't feel like doing the stripes today, so I'm not gonna do them. Lurch Commando, painting Commando, exactly.
Yeah. Rumor has it that Forge World is going to change their name to Armorcast and start making really big Titanicus models. Ha! That's funny. Because there used to be a company called Armorcast that was making big versions of Titanicus models, but then they had a license. They had a license to do it from Games Workshop, but then Games Workshop's like, oh, people are buying these. Okay, you don't get to anymore, and then we're gonna make Forge World.
Hilarious.
Crack! Alright guys, just finished my Tyrannofex, and I'm stuck on what's a fun model to paint next for my nids. Any ideas? I like the Zoanthropes. They're pretty cool.
There you have it.
John Alberts, Flagellants have 2 wounds and can do insane numbers of attack. Interesting. Yeah, it's interesting that they have 2 different not shooty, only close combat units. Like you think their roles would be too similar. Although I think a lot of people really like Repentia because in Big 40k, when Repentia die, you get more miracle dice, and miracle dice are like Sister's big thing. Bear, in the Mechanicus trilogy, a guy sees the memory of a guy being turned into a arcoflagellant, and that is brutal. Oh, I bet. I mean, your hands get cut off, and you get lobotomized.
What's wrong with that? Sounds like my Friday night.
Big Beast, opinions on kill teams. The larger 10-ish teams of individually weaker dudes, or the smaller teams of individually stronger dudes. Sometimes you don't actually have to. It's interesting how a lot of the teams have a lot of bodies. Like Sisters of Battle are 10 models with 3-up armor saves. That seems crazy. If you're playing like Imperial Guard, you can only have 8 Scions. And 8 Scions are apparently as good as 10 Sisters of Battle. It's really interesting. The Scions are better in close combat, especially if you give them the knives as equipment. But I do think that they're well balanced. If you're running a smaller team, you're actually technically giving your opponent more actions because they can take a free action called Overwatch if they are activated, or not. There's concealed and then there's engaged. If you take an engage order, then you can have a free chance of shooting at 1 worst ballistic skill. But if you have a lot of guys, it's easier for you to hold objectives. It's not as punishing when you lose a body.
Mm-hmm.
Although it does seem like if you have the opportunity to take tougher bodies, like Chaos Space Marines can take cultists and they can take regular Space Marines. It seems like the regular Chaos Space Marines are 2 or 3 regular Chaos Space Marines are better than 7 cultists or whatever you're allowed to bring.
Unless maybe there's some sort of a objective something or other.
Yeah, you could definitely make it work for sure. Diggy Studio Prince, just 80 more thumbs down, and we will smash the record at 150. Ooh, nice.
There you go.
G-Force Member 45, so Forge World came about because of Armor Cast and Epic Cast's popularity. Yeah. DK's 3D Prince. Remember, folks, show some love and support and hit that thumbs down. We love them. If you're new to the channel, join the Motley Crew and hit that subscribe. We also have a Patreon and Discord channel.
This is all true.
PJ McMurray, Armor Cast used to be the only source of Bane blades. Yep, and what a Bane blade it was. It looked a little kit bashed because it was. PJ McMurray, I have one. I still have to fix the sponsons. Oh my goodness, you have a piece of history. Holy moly.
Skeleton Lord Orion. Wait. Dislike. Yeah, dislike. See what happens. Takamuto, been running Chaos Space Marines in a kill team. Haven't tried adding cultists yet, but so far straight Chaos Space Marines are pretty great.
Look pretty good. Crack. Stop being fanboys, you 12 haters, and smash that dislike if you really like the channel. Yeah, if you really like the channel, you'll dislike it.
Exactly.
John Alberts, plus flagellates don't take a Force Org slot if you have a priest or a missionary. Ooh, that's cool. Neat. You know what I really want is I want one of the old plastic Land Raiders, like the first Land Raiders. I want one of those.
Well, maybe if you're a good boy this year and Santa's feeling good. Do you think Santa's having supply chain issues?
Absolutely. Yeah. Santa's like, the Suez Canal got blocked. My elves aren't going to be able to get the stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Santa probably made more sense when all toys were just made by a person.
Yeah.
Like, you get a duck that's made out of a piece of wood. Santa's elves made it. But now it's like, yeah, Santa's elves made that Xbox.
Yeah, it's a little rough.
Jamie Leo, I'm having a hard time getting my hands on some sacrosancts. Do you have any recommendations on converting some? What the heck is a sacrosanct? Copy. And paste. Oh, the new Sword and Shield Sisters of Battle. I would just wait. They're so cool.
Lucky bet. Santa's elves are Bezos slaves.
Yeah, that's true.
You said it, not me.
Jason Emma, I have an epic cast, Tyrannid Dactylus. Man, you guys got some cool stuff. Big Beast, I play Chaos Space Marine Kill Him 2. Really like the 6 Marines, more so than 3 Marines and 6 Cultists. Neat. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna make a Chaos Space Marine kill team, and I'll have everything I need to have all of it, for sure.
Speaking of having all of it.
Yeah.
Double bubbly.
Tarbell, just popping in to leave my dislike. Have a good night, everyone. See, Tad's doing his duty.
There you have it. Yeah, what the hell are you guys doing? John Albers, since you mentioned Hammer and Bolter earlier, definitely check out the new episode about the Eldar. It is brutal.
Theory Creep, before they reduced the Custodes action points from 4 to 3, they felt overpowered. I haven't tried them since the nerf, though. You know, I was sad about the nerf because I really liked them being the only thing in the game that had 4 activation points, but I still think they're pretty disgustingly good. I mean, for 1 command point, they can always double shot and double fight if they want to. They get to have their health back for another command point. I mean, if you take the shield, which is a free upgrade, because everything's a free upgrade, you have a 3-up invulnerable save. Like, it's amazing. So I feel like it's probably not a bad change. I think if they didn't take away the activation point, they probably would have had to take away a lot of the special rules, and that would have been lamer.
Mm-hmm.
And they can still have 4 activation points. I think it's a 1 command point upgrade, or it's a 1 command point stratagem where you can just have an extra action point.
Oh.
So once per turn, 1 custody can have 4.
Mm-hmm. Amazing.
Rough Piava. Forge World has a short, stubby Land Raider that looks like the old the old Land Raider. They do, but it's made to look like a modern version. It's made to look like what the old one probably should have looked like, but I like how the old one really looked and how it looked bad. Crank, do you feel intimidated and demasculated from the guy Major Kill having a 6-pack and being shirtless in his videos? No, I love Major Kill. That guy's awesome. His workout video is a thing of beauty. It's amazing.
It's very funny.
Yeah, everybody should go watch Major Kill's, I think it's called his ab workout video, or how to have abs. It's great, though, because he starts out and he's like, hey, you're a Warhammer fan, which probably means you don't have abs.
Mm-hmm.
It's every now and then, because I love people's videos. You can tell that are just pumping with passion. I know Emil Squidmar, he had a video about building his old orcs, like literally Rogue Trader orcs, and he was loving it. Ninjon's video about making a miniature of his late dog. Like, everybody occasionally will have a video that's just comes right from the heart, and you can tell that video. That's his video.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it's pretty fun.
Derek Doherty, is Warhammer TV worth it? Probably not. It's probably worth it if you're a big Warhammer fan, though. It's probably worth it to, subscribe for 1 month, maybe at the end of the year, and just watch everything. And by everything, I mean probably just the animations, because as cool as the painting videos are, and actually the one I watched was really good. It's the same sort of thing you can find on YouTube. And the lore videos are terrible. I mean, lore videos in general are kind of terrible. It's just a guy who says the thing.
Mm-hmm.
BJ McMurray, well, guys, I can't afford to stay up till midnight 2 weeks in a row, so good night and good painting. Good night, PJ.
Woo!
Takamoto, my insecurities are now going to make me watch Major Kill's ab video.
Pretty good.
Tendancy. Just found your channel today. I did Warhammer when I was really young and have been binging videos of the hobby again. Neat! Captain Brian Blood, but you get one single model. Surely that's a steal. You know, in a way it kind of is, because we got a $16 voucher and a model that's probably worth about $40, and the subscription costs $60.
Yeah.
So what is that, the whole year for $8 or something?
I mean, yeah, if you wanted the model.
Yeah, if you wanted the model, which I probably would have bought the model. That was pretty cool. I got the sniper, because you should just get the sniper. And if you're like, no, the orc is kind of cool, you get the sniper, still get the sniper, and then just sell it on eBay for $100, and then buy whatever you want.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, because people will be selling that model.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely, they will.
And people will be making money off that model.
I think $100 will be a very fair price, but I think many people will sell it for a lot more than that.
Uh-huh. Greek Beast, definitely feel the Vindicar Assassin with Warhammer Plus is better than the War Boss for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, you can buy a better War Boss on the Games Workshop website.
Mm-hmm. Crank, currently looking in my closet of shame for my Zone Throat box I think I saw months ago. Nice.
Speaking of seeing stuff months ago, I'm going to go take a piss.
Oh my goodness.
And I'll be right back.
Tuna Sailor, have you looked into INQ28? Also, good night, my boys. Good night, but like a knight in shining armor. INQ28, INQ28. Is that the magazine? Is that the magazine that has the painting in it? I've heard of 28 Mag. That must be it. Yeah, I've read one issue of 28 Mag. It's pretty cool. I should do more. I'm just lazy. I'm too busy painting and getting stuff done. Frick Beast, also feel as if the perspective they photographed the assassin at makes the sniper rifle look way bigger than it should be, and I hope it is that big. The sniper does look really, really big compared to the snipers we've had from the other Vindicar models. So who knows? Skeleton Lord Ryan, it's the Inquisitor of the game. Oh, with the big old models. Yeah, I definitely have not give that game a play. But it looks neat. I know it came out with a very popular book series. I forget the name of it, but it was about an Adeptus Arbites being promoted to like captain of the Adeptus Arbites, and she has to, I don't know, solve a mystery or beat people up or something. T-Gates 3D Prints. Remember, folks, show some love and support and hit that thumbs down. We love them. If you're new to the channel, join the Motley Crew and hit that subscribe. We also have a Patreon and Discord channel. T-Gates 3D Prints is looking good to smash the record tonight of 150 thumbs down. Woo! And you know what's really hilarious is my YouTube Studio dashboard. It shows me all the stats, like current viewers, how my playback is doing, and it only shows me the likes, which is awesome.
It doesn't want you to get depressed.
Yeah, exactly.
Everyone's disliking this video.
Delete that
Why
from it. Hit my
dislikes?
thumbs down. False Call Rick. Everyone make a second account so you can dislike twice. Yes, do it. I have a bunch of Google accounts. I should dislike the stream. Although I don't know if I can be streaming from an account and open another account.
Gotta do a second browser.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm a 2 browser man myself. That's how much I browse.
Augusto Carnival, what do you want for the Warhammer Day, October 30th? Oh, that's coming up. I want the vampire. The vampire is sweet.
You think you're actually gonna get it?
I'm gonna try.
There you go. Can you buy it with the voucher?
Because
we have a voucher.
Yeah, I don't know how the voucher works. You think?
When does the voucher does it go away soon? What happened? I don't know what's going on.
I haven't checked.
Crack, have you seen that new Lord of the Rings terrain? It looks sweet.
I have. It does look really cool. The Lord of the Rings terrain is really good. They used to have the we saw the terrain that they used to sell for the Hobbits, and it looked really good in person. It's like a wooden platforms that are covered in skeletons, and it really looked cool. I kind of want.
The Ending of Doom. The voucher expires October 31st.
Oh, it'd be right up against the wire. False Cult Rick, I so want a reason to spend a bunch of money on Middle Earth stuff. Middle Earth is kind of cool. I'm surprised it didn't catch on that much. I know they don't get much support nowadays.
I don't know. What blows my mind is like a lot of people play Star Wars Legion and X-Wing.
Yeah.
And a lot of or some people play Marvel Crisis Protocol or whatever.
Song of Ice and Fire.
Exactly. But 40k is still bigger than all of it.
Oh my goodness,
like,
is
even
it ever?
though, these are established things like Star Wars. People care, but not as much as 40k.
Yeah.
Which is interesting to me. Because you would think, well, obviously a 40k or obviously a Star Wars thing will be insane. But it's still kind of small.
Yeah, the not Lord of the Rings, the King of the Seven.
King of the Hill.
King of the Hill. Oh, King of the Hill tabletop game would be awesome. What was the Game of Thrones? Game of Thrones was the most popular thing in the whole world, and I feel like their tabletop game is like, some people are like, it's kind of cool, whatever. But I mean, the Lord of those people who are watching that show are not building and painting minis. They're just looking for boobies and ignoring the overly complicated soap opera that was that show.
Sounds like you're throwing some shade on that show.
I didn't like the show that much. I was dumb and there's too many characters.
I didn't even give it a chance because I knew I would not like it.
The only character I liked was Peter Dinklage. And really just because it was Peter Dinklage. Dinklage, Peter 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 Dinklage, Dinklage, Peter Dinklage, Peter Dinklage, Peter Dinklage, Peter Dinklage, Peter Dinklage, Peter Dinklage.
This is the rest of the stream, folks.
Peter Dinklage,
Yeah, This is what you've done.
Mm-hmm. Crack! They killed my boy Boromir. The series could have ended there. Captain Brian Blood, I feel like you can only do so much with The Lord of the Rings. You can't expand the IP without significant legal issues. That is true. Maybe if they could make it more of a skirmish game, because I think it is a full battle game, and I feel like people maybe don't like it enough to do all of that.
No. I do think one of the big problems with any game that is attached to an IP of some kind is you can't make it your own, really.
Yeah,
it's kind of hard. So I think people can't connect to it as much, unless they're like rock hard for Lord of the Rings or for Star Wars or for whatever. But if you're like, I kind of like it, but I'd rather it be Grotz. Well, you can't have it be that.
Grizz! Zerp is doing an amazing Hobbit terrain piece for Halloween. Neat. Daniel Bear, my Goblin Town terrain was epic, or the Goblin Town terrain was epic, and you can use the goblins as Nurgle infected critters. Ooh. GeForce Member 45, Season 8 of Game of Thrones killed whatever popularity was there. Ah. I love how big of a bummer Season 8 was. Like, it's amazing.
How far did you get?
I got to Season 3, I think.
Jeez. Wow. It's honestly impressive.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I would have even got past episode 1. Were there any moments of it you were digging?
Well, episode 1 is kind of good because everyone is still alive. I mean, spoiler alert, everyone dies immediately. Okay. Like because it starts out with Sean Bean, and he's good, and he's honest, and he's noble. And then he gets killed to prove that this world is full of awful people who are always going to get their way.
Uh-huh. Interesting.
And then I mean, by season 3, everyone's already dead. So I don't even know what the rest of the show's about. Literally, they kill off people so much.
Was it did you actively choose to stop watching it, or did it just go away? You just kind of stop?
No, I mean, I chose not to watch more, like because I think I watched it pretty quick. Like I was like, okay, I'm gonna watch this show because everyone shuts up about it, and I want to be able to. I like talking about movies and shows, and then I'm like, that's fine. I get it. Crank! I can't tell, are your sisters heretical or loyalist? They look evil for some reason. Though they're totally loyalist, but the Sisters of Battle are evil. That's kind of what I really like about them, is that they're like... They have like... It's like a... Because they're Sisters of Battle, so they have like a femininity, and they wear these beautiful symbols and the fleur-de-lis. But they're just like so incredibly brutal and violent. It's kind of what I like about the Black Templar, is that it's like they're churchy and they're honorable and they're noble, even though they're just violent psychopaths that have no morals and no goodness about them. But they've been told that they're good, honest, churchy boys.
Yeah, what do you think this all says about you?
Dancing of Doom, Peter Dinklage, or as those in the Destiny 1 and 2 community say, Dinklebot. Dinklebot! Mooseworks Plastic Soldiers, Lord of the Ring has 6,000 years of history to set your campaign in. Yeah, but not really, though. That's like saying that 40k has 400,000 years of lore to set your campaign in. Moosemark's plastic soldiers. Another reason I love 40k. 10,000 years to find a spot.
Hilarious.
Skeleton Lord Ryan, you can do your dudes in Star Wars at least. Yeah, you definitely can do. I've seen some people do really, really cool, like takes. Like I saw somebody yesterday did like, they're doing like the Empire after the Empire, and so it's like this crime lord, and they wear parts of the armor, and so he might have like the Stormtrooper helmet, and then the Scout Trooper outfit, and then like one Stormtrooper arm, and it was really cool. But those are pretty few and far between. Those people just is like, I got the Stormtroopers, the ones that shot at Luke and Leia. Till you die from it. Remember old Warhammer? They encouraged creativity. So how did they create? how did they encourage creativity?
Through their creative stuff that they would do.
Through selling models.
Mm-hmm.
And then you could paint the models.
Yeah, but you can't even buy models anymore.
That's true. Because it seems like there's a game right now where you can buy models, you can paint them, and you can do whatever you want.
Incorrect. You can't even do anything anymore.
I didn't know that.
Jeez. You're so out of it.
Now they encourage buying the new hotness. They do, although I would argue you still don't have to. Just like you kind of never have had to.
Haven't they always encouraged you to buy new stuff?
Yeah, they definitely.
I mean, since they started.
They didn't used to have so many ways of advertising because they used to not have a YouTube channel or a Facebook or anything, and models would just come out. But although arguably that was almost worse, because I guess it wasn't worse because you could pre-order something and have it instantly, or it would come out like the week after that, which was kind of odd. Now it's like something comes out and then it'll come out down the road, but it might take a while or it might come out quick. But I don't know. I always think of it as that you don't need FOMO because every army has so much stuff. You can just buy any of the stuff you want while you're waiting for whatever thing.
Mm-hmm. Or just wait and not buy anything. That's what I am doing currently.
Oh. Hydroglider, I want Vermintide models. They look cool. Like the Skaven? They sell Skaven. They still sell the same Skaven.
They're completely different. They're in different boxes now.
John Alberts. Sounds like you bailed after the Red Wedding episode. Probably. That was when the last person I knew the name of died. And I didn't even know who killed them. It was, because the whole show, you have to know what's happening, and I never knew what was happening. I don't remember who's the king of what. I don't remember who's the duke of the Wales of the place of the... I don't know. I couldn't follow it. I didn't know who was mad at who. I know everyone was mad at the kid. The kid didn't even do anything.
Apparently he did something. Well, there you go.
Tekamuto, old Games Workshop would encourage you to make a land speeder out of a stick of deodorant. That is true. Although that was like in the beginning Games Workshop.
That's true.
Like it wasn't like that was, 5 years ago. Captain Brian Blood, I do think Old Games Workshop was more creativity oriented, whereas they previously published books on scratch building your own terrain. They just sell terrain now, likewise with monetizing painting stuff. I mean, they've always sold paint.
Tutorials?
Oh, painting tutorials, yeah. But see, here's the thing though, is so the thing to be creative with still exists. But if they're not telling you to build a house out of cardboard, like, is the creativity gone? Or is your creativity gone? Like, because if you need to be told to build a palm tree out of drinking straws, who's being creative?
Mm.
Because yeah, I agree. They now sell more products, and so they don't publish like stopgap measures because there used to not be a land speeder, and so they're like, oh, but you can just build one out of junk and play with it. So I don't know. I think the thing to be creative around still exists. So I don't know. Yeah, Games Workshop is less creative, but the thing of 40k and Age of Sigmar and these games is still creative. Like, they don't take away creativity when they just stop publishing ideas. Like, they don't. Yeah, it doesn't stop being creative when they stop telling you to be creative. You can be creative all by yourself.
Hmm. This kind of sounds like what a shell would say.
That's true. Till you die from it, I have the 4th edition books with people's kit bashes and creations printed on the pages. On the pages? I have a bunch of those books too, and usually it was one page in the back of the book where it had other people's kit bashes and like the best models that had been painted at the time, which is kind of cool. Hi, Andrew Glider. I'm new to Warhammer and I kit bash my own stuff. Yeah, but you're not allowed. So yeah, whatever stuff you're playing with and having a great time, you have to go burn it.
Yep. Throw it out.
James M. 2nd and 3rd edition Tyranid codexes showed custom and kit bash models. Yeah, but now those models exist. DK Street Prince, remember folks, show some love and support. Hit that thumbs down. We love them. If you're new to the channel, join the Motley Crew and hit that subscribe. We also have Patreon and Discord channel. What also is interesting is back in the day, you had those books, but today you have literally hundreds of YouTube channels that'll show you anything you can dream of. Do you want to make palm trees? You got 3 tutorials. Chain link fence, 2 tutorials. Kit bash Space Marine armor, 5 tutorials. How to turn Age of Sigmar guys into 40k, 10 tutorials. How to turn 40k guys into Age of Sigmar, 50 tutorials. Mm-hmm. So, maybe it's fine that Games Workshop doesn't say, oh, go get a box of tissues and some buttons and make a thing.
Yeah. Jeez, now you're just a shill for YouTube.
Oh, no.
Jeez.
Till you die from it, when they stifle the kit bash stuff in tournaments, they are limiting creativity. Where is that sort of stuff published? Because I don't know the rules for tournaments. And it seems like a lot of tournaments have different rules. Sure, it's in the system, you can do whatever you want to the actual models, but if you don't let you play with them, how do I look up the rules for kit bashing in tournaments? Because I don't, I would bet that you're referencing a YouTube video. I want the data. And I'm not saying Games Workshop would never say you can't do a thing. I just want to see the writing. Also, who's playing in tournaments? Like, how is tournament play the deciding factor on if you're allowed to play with them or not? Because doesn't 99.9% of people not play in tournaments? So it's not that big a deal what they say to do for tournaments.
Everyone that's watching this video right now plays in tournaments.
That's true. That is true.
I mean, I play in tournaments, so it matters.
Kitten Brian Blood. I never needed Games Workshop to be creative. The lore and IP and art was enough. It was more important for new people, I think. That is true. That is true. It is nice for new people to be shown, like, hey, look, you can do this. Wouldn't that be a fun thing to do once you run out of allowance money for our models? TK City Prince, creativity for time and rules. You take the time to convert a model and kit bash an awesome model. Then told you can't use it in a game. Yeah, but who told you can't? Like, I want to know where to read these words that say that you can't play with it in a game. Like, are the rules it can't be 50% kit bashed, or it must look like the original model, or it must be 100% the original model? Like, I want to read where this is written, because I get told constantly that you're not allowed to do this at tournaments. But I've never really seen where that information is. And what is a tournament? Like a tournament at my local game store, I have a feeling I'd be allowed to do pretty much whatever. But, it's a friendly local, or not, a local Warhammer store is different than Warhammer World, or it might be different from Warhammer tournaments. Although I feel like more tournaments are probably played on Tabletop Simulator than in real life.
This is true.
Green and Blue Productions. Still, kit bashing out of non-Games Workshop stuff is banned at official Games Workshop events. Yeah, but where? Where does it say that? What do I Google? Crank, I just pre-ordered those giant McFarlane Gene Stealers, gonna proxy them for Dimacurions. You know what? That's not a bad idea. I bet they're pretty close.
Jason M., it's on Warhammer World and Warhammer Community. I was trying to copy a link, but I can't since it's a PDF. Google Games Workshop Tournament Model Rules.
Games Workshop Tournament Model Rules. Model requirements for events at Warhammer World. Yeah, so this is what I've seen before. So this is events at Warhammer World. So this is a little bit different than saying this is the rules for Warhammer events. This is events at Warhammer World, the one place in Nottingham. Each model...
it's pronounced Nottingham.
Each model must be Citadel or Forge rolled. Each miniature must be fully assembled. Each miniature must be painted to a minimum battle-ready standard. Each miniature must accurately represent its entry into the army roster. Conversions must be checked in advance with the event team to ensure that they are appropriate for organized play.
Well, there you go. Got to get your models checked.
Yeah, it says, at the home of Warhammer, third-party miniatures are not permitted. That being said, if you're getting creative with conversions, then generic parts such as plasticard, wire, and brass rod are fine to use, but any cast miniature parts specifically designed for models that must be produced by Citadel or Forge Rolled. Note that this refers to the actual miniatures in your collection. These requirements do not apply to your bases or to the bases of your models.
Okay, so that sounds like I can play my Orc Commando kill team in
Yeah,
Warhammer World.
That's true, because you made all the parts.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, there you go.
But remember that PDF is telling you what you can bring to Warhammer events at Warhammer World, not Warhammer events. Now, it depends on what you mean by Warhammer events. Like, I know there's painting competitions and tournaments at my local Warhammer store. And he's cool with whatever. I mean, as long as it's not, like, a different model.
Right.
Thurlin Eagle. Games Workshop retail stores have a 70% Games Workshop pieces rule, and the GW Open series in Florida, Texas, Louisiana have a similar. So 70% GW pieces. Seems pretty good. Ooh, Tiki Search Prince. Oh, yeah, so the thing from Warhammer Worlds. Because I know it was a big thing on YouTube a couple of months ago where people were saying that Games Workshop has banned 3D printing, and then shows this article, which was only for the case at Warhammer World.
You still could 3D print. It's just if it's your own thing.
Yeah, you can't have something that's not yours. And then I told everybody how to get away with having something that they downloaded and 3D printed.
Exactly.
Which I think would work. I don't know how. I think that would work. I mean, most people are pretty conflict averse. I think if you just challenge them and you've got a smile and you're being nice, I think you'd probably get away with it.
Yeah. I think you could too. So there you go.
False called Rick. If you bring a kit bash model to Games Workshop World, the sheriff will cut your head out with a spoon. That's true. I think that is true. It says that. Yeah, it says that right at the bottom of the Warhammer World thing.
Mm-hmm.
Captain Brian Blood. Most GW stores don't allow Forge Roll, despite the latter being a subsidiary company. It's a bit unfortunate, but it ties into the franchise nature of the brick and mortar stores. I've heard of that from Mako with the Outer Circle. His local store doesn't allow it, although mine does. In fact, they actually displayed a Warlord Titan for like a month.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's weird.
Jason M., I remember one time GW said you're not allowed to get a tattoo of their IP. Ooh, you know what though? I bet you can. That's awesome though. They would like tell you like, nah, don't, and then tons and tons of people do it. I mean, I bet if I googled 40k and tattoo, there'd be pages of results.
Oh my god, of course. But then you're not allowed to play at Warhammer World if you do that.
Mm-hmm. Takamoto, I brought my canned kit bashed commandos to my local Games Workshop store. The owner thought they were amazing. So far, the staff was pretty excited for the Deathwatch Dune Claw crab as well. Cool. (1313s). Many players scratch build or heavily convert elements of their model collection. These activities are a hallowed part of the Warhammer hobby history. Absolutely. Happy Mitty. It depends on how good your painting skills is to hide your illegal bits. Yeah. I think they've taken everything off the website now. But there used to be on the Deathwatch pages, if you looked at some of the other people's painted models, you could see 3D printed stuff. Which was awesome.
Yeah. They got rid of that.
They did.
I have a feeling it's just because it's such a nightmare to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Probably pretty expensive to have someone figure that out and make sure it's all correct, and then obviously not do a good job sometimes.
Green and Blue Productions. When has Games Workshop said recently, last 10 years, you can play with whatever? Yeah, but when in the last 10 years did they say you can't? Yes, for Warhammer World events, you can't. But other than that, when has it happened? Lurch, at the same time, who's traveling to Warhammer World anytime soon?
Yes.
Green Blue Productions broke 100 dislikes again. Yeah.
Sweet.
Odie Man, my local game store, asked me to 3D print stuff for them. The Games Workshop store sounds like an awful time. I bet it is sometimes, especially if you have somebody working there who's not nice. Mm-hmm. It happens. Sometimes you get somebody who's not nice. We've had people who aren't nice work there. And
That's
true. Sucks.
It does suck, and then you don't go.
Yeah.
You just don't go there. Because why deal with it?
Mm-hmm.
I like that the flame, the Burna commando boy, is all burnt up.
Mm-hmm.
Like his arms are messed up. and his hand is messed up. I think that's a lot of fun.
George Drury, as a real trier lawyer who watches your show, a smile and friendly nature gets you more favorable rulings than logical arguments. That's very true. Yeah, it's like, hey, is that an official game? Did you 3D print that yourself? Yeah, and then if you're like, yes, if you say that, they're probably gonna call you. But if you're like, absolutely, I thank you for taking an interest in my model. I used an Ender Pro 12D. I sculpted it on Blender. They're gonna be like, oh, okay, cool, because they don't want to talk to you.
Yeah, but with an accent.
What? Crank. Games Workshop Legal owns whatever body part you get a tattoo on. Yeah, they do.
There you go.
Jay, what you read was from the 2021 tournament's rules that allow scratch builds. See link. What I read was the model requirements for events at Warhammer Worlds.
You also can't send links through the
Yeah,
live
you
chat,
can't.
so you have to do it through our Discord.
Mm-hmm. But I mean,
the easiest way, at least.
I'm reading what's written, and it says on the first page, these are the model requirements for events at Warhammer Worlds. It did not say 2021 tournament rules, which allow scratch builds. But I mean, it must be written somewhere, because everyone says this. But I've never seen the words. (1313S) talk about scratch building. I like, you know what? I actually don't like scratch building. It's a lot of work. It's way too much work. I like to buy the model and then just make a little change that makes it mine. A little head swap, maybe a different gun.
Add a snorkel.
Add a snorkel. That's what I like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, scratch building is a lot of work. But for some people, that's all of it. That's what they like.
Mm-hmm. Are you saying that because you don't like it, it sucks and horrible, and
yes,
no one
that
should
is exactly
do it?
what I'm saying.
Because that's kind of what I'm hearing right now.
Freak Beast, don't think I'll ever go to Warhammer World to play. I think I'd just go there just to kind of look around at the displays and then go home or something.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm boycotting events at Warhammer World.
Whoa.
I'm boycotting. Really? You heard it here. Yeah.
Damn.
And it's not just because it's really far away and I'll probably never travel there. It's because I've decided that I don't support whatever they said, and I will not be attending.
Damn. Jeez, this is I mean, wow. A lot of hot takes tonight. I mean, wild.
Odie man, I'm at that point in my orc truck now where it no longer looks ugly to me, and I think it was all because I painted the driver and gunner. Weird how faces make a model look good. Yeah, absolutely. Joaquin Costa, good evening, EOB community. Hello.
Yeah.
Jason M, speaking of kit bashing, I'm making a Major Kill Mini repositionable with ball and socket magnets, allowing for a big titty Eldar girlfriend out of a 6-inch body chain doll to carry him. I think Major Kill has a painting competition going on for his minis.
Oh,
so if that's
fun.
true, you should figure out how to get it to him, and then maybe you'll win. I think he's gonna give out like $100.
Damn. Speaking of $100, 1313's put put a link to the thing in the
Ooh.
general on Discord.
Discord. Dooba-dooba-dooba Discord. Dooba-dooba-dooba Discord. Www.word. The grand tournaments. All armies in these tournaments must be army, and all armies in these tournaments must all armies in these tournaments must be is a typo. All armies in these tournaments must be battle forged according to the Warhammer core rules. When building your army, use all the most up-to-date Warhammer 40,000 rules followed in... Oh, okay, that's army construction, not army construction like painting. Many players scratch build, converting and Forge World model/units. Many players scratch build or heavily convert elements of their models collection, and these activities are a hallowed part of Warhammer hobby history. For the sake of fairness, any conversion should be comparable in size to the most current version of the model they represent. You may not gain benefits from converted models, but may incur penalties. For example, a model converted to be taller may be more easily seen, but may not gain line of sight benefits from the extra heights. For any converted or scratch-built models, you must seek permission from this email account. Include photos of the model in question where possible, at least 2 weeks before the event. While you may submit models for approval after this date, we may not have have an opportunity to review them in that time. If you do not obtain permission from conversions before this date, you run the risk of them being removed from play or possibly incurring score penalties. This includes conversions, alternatives to represent faction models no longer represented in the current model range. Don't worry, we fully appreciate spectacular modeling skill, but we just want to make sure everything is clear for your opponent so no confusion can arise during games. Please note, any Forge World models must be the actual models and not conversions to look like Forge World models. If you are using rules for your armies that are different from the color scheme in which they are painted, you must have that army approved by submitting it to this email. If you're going to have multiple different sub-factions, blah, 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 this email. A note on basing. Many models are no longer produced on the bases they originally came with. Wherever possible, base your models according to their current box kit. As with other exemptions, if you wish to have a model reviewed, please this email.
Mm-hmm. Sounds about right.
So yeah, if you've kit bashed or converted a model, you have to send it to this email.
Which seems pretty reasonable. Because, it could matter.
Mm-hmm. And this is the grand tournaments. I don't know how... Okay, so Orlando, Florida, Austin, Texas, and New Orleans. Neat.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't say anything specifically about 3D printing, as far as I can tell. Tournament format, then everything about scoring. Oh, this seems like a lot of work. You have to read 14 pages. Oh, health and safety. At Games Workshop, the health and well-being of our staff and their families and loved ones and the wider community in which we operate is our top... when you attend one of our events, you can rest assured that we will be doing everything we can to make it safe and enjoyable. At a minimum, Games Workshop will always follow the official guidance in every location in which we operate. I was hoping it would just say, wear deodorant, take a shower.
No, it's probably,
Yeah, it's just the normal stuff,
wear clothes.
Odie man, if you look closely, you can see Jay's phone number at the top. Yeah, you can also see my social security number.
Mm-hmm.
Comic Wolf, hey guys! Joaquin Costa just finished painting a Custodes Guard Squad. I feel so proud. Takamuto, thumbs down if you're boycotting Warhammer World. Yeah!
Woo! Yeah, we're never going there.
Mm-hmm.
There you have it, folks.
Crank, you guys clearly haven't heard of the Warhammer girls waiting for a big, strong nerd to show off their homebrew army lore at Warhammer World.
Amazing.
What's really funny is you should show up to the events after you've gotten approval and be like, yeah, these are the Custodian Guard that are kit bashed and were reviewed by Karen at warhammerworld@gmail.com.
Mm-hmm.
It just becomes part of the lore.
That'd be pretty good.
Captain Brian Blood, the bit about kit bashing models to look like Forge World models is weird. Like, if you buy Games Workshop stuff to make a Forge World style model, that's bad. You're spending with Games Workshop either way. I think that's just because I think that they shouldn't allow Forge World models at events. Like, that's just something I believe. But I mean, it would suck if like some people were like, oh, I managed to buy the very limited quantities, one of the very limited quantities Forge World models. And then it kind of devalues Forge World if everybody else can just put, if somebody buys a Dimacurion and then everybody else just buys a Carnifex and makes its legs longer. So I kind of get it. Because like otherwise nobody would buy Forge Worlds.
So you admit that they're trying to make money?
Yes.
Whoa.
Also, I can't believe that they allow Forge World models, because usually Forge World models aren't well balanced in the game. Usually they're either way too good or really stink.
It's fun. Odie man, if I show up with grot tanks, I'm not allowed in? That's rude.
Well, you are allowed in if you have real grot tanks. If you've kit bashed another Games Workshop model to look like grot tanks, you're not going to be allowed to have the grots. But it also sounds like they have other options besides kicking you out, like just not letting you play with those minis or giving you penalties to your score.
Which is a spanking.
Which is a spanking, yes. I would take an official Games Workshop spanking.
Oh my god. That would be the best thing ever.
It would be.
An official Games Workshop spanking. Duncan Rhodes. He doesn't work for Games Workshop anymore, but yeah, that'd be pretty good. That's who I would want to spank me.
Mm-hmm. Joaquin Costa. Wait, so my Sagittarium Custodes upgrade sprue I bought from Forge World and put on my Custodes guard body is actually illegal? No, that would be illegal because you'd have the real model. And what's funny, it would also be legal if you had a recast, because how would they tell?
Right.
Odie man, weird. I saw Nick's SSN number.
Mm-hmm.
Captain Brian Blood, they should tell people to go to the gym, eat healthy, and stay hydrated on the tournament guidelines.
That'd be pretty funny.
1313s. For serious though, how many Games Workshop named characters did Games Workshop actually come up with themselves, and how many were someone's cool conversion? None? I don't know what you mean. Like, you think like somebody came up with High Marshal Helbrecht, and then Games Workshop made High Marshal Helbrecht? Or like somebody came up with Gazgul, like somebody kit bashed something and called it Gazgul, and they made Gazgul? Because I'm pretty sure they've come up with their own guys.
Says the shill.
Says the shill. Freak Beast, it's really crazy to me that in a lot of these Smash Brothers tournaments, they actually do include basic hygiene in the guidelines, as if it isn't just common knowledge. Oh, it isn't. Oh, it isn't.
Not for everyone. Don't be stinky. Yeah.
GeForce Mario 45. 40k well balanced in any real respect. What have you been smoking, Jay? Sounds like one hell of a good buzz. Did I say 40k was well balanced? I mean, I just think
think
Forge World
you
is
said-
so badly unbalanced that it shouldn't be allowed. Captain Brian Blood, I just feel like Forge World should be done away with, to be honest, because everything they do at this point can be done by mainline Games Workshop in plastic with more consistency in rules and quality. Absolutely. I completely agree.
Now you guys just sound like haters. I'm a Forge World or die kind of guy.
Mhm.
That's who I am.
False Cult Rick, Duncan Rhodes can give us all 2 thin spankings. Oh, yeah, he can.
Oh my god. I don't want him to be thin though.
Oh, when it's from Duncan, it's just right.
2 thin spankings.
Oh, yeah.
Oh man.
He drips a little Duncan Rhodes paint on you to warm you up.
Yeah. Let's just say that ain't white paint. That ain't white paint.
Odie man, you guys see messages not in order. I see it now. That's weird. Sometimes I just read them out of order because I just can't read.
And sometimes we ignore ones.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you guys type so much. We can't do them all.
Mm-hmm.
Daniel Bear, you guys seen the Dune movie yet? It doesn't come out until December 2nd here in Australia. I haven't seen it yet. I'm still reading Dune. I want to finish Dune before I see the movie, which means I might not see it in theaters, but that's fine. I don't leave the house.
Mm-hmm. If you have HBO Max, you can watch it.
No, of
at
course.
home.
Of course.
Jeez. If I owned a movie theater, I'd just shut it down. I don't know what's the point anymore? I mean, it's great, it's fun, and whatever, but it's always horrible.
Yeah. TK, Studio Prince, remember folks, show some love and support and hit that thumbs down. We love them. If you're new to the channel, join the Motley Crew and hit that subscribe. We also have a Patreon and Discord channel.
Mm-hmm. And speaking of all that, we only need 40 more dislikes to get up to our previous goal.
Oh,
And I mean,
nice.
we have an hour left. I feel like we can
We can
definitely get there.
We can get 2 hundo.
Oh yeah.
Okay, everybody, no matter what you're doing, you're listening to Chumbawamba, you're playing StarCraft on a different screen, pause it, give us a dislike.
Exactly.
We need the dislikes. Without them, we die.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
We
If we
cease
don't
to
get up to
exist.
150, we will die.
Yes.
Live on stream.
Oh no, we're losing dislikes. Let's create left and right.
Everyone's liking the stream now. It's wild. But we will disappear kind of like God, what's that movie
Button?
called? No.
Avengers Endgame?
No.
Where everyone turns into dust?
No. Back to the Future. We'll just kind of start disappearing.
Yeah. 1313s. I'm pretty sure Games Workshop didn't create Blood Angels first. Yeah, way, like first, the very first things, a lot of that stuff was pulled from other sources. Although I feel like Vampire Space Marines is not the most amazing concept in the whole world.
Wow. They're Space Marines, but they're also vampires.
Not so average, Joe. I just want my Nurgle army to be authentic. Uh-oh, you're gonna have to get it approved by Sharon over at the Games Workshop organization team.
Let's be honest, it's not someone named Sharon.
Yeah, that's true.
Someone named Mike.
Mm-hmm.
We gotta look up that British names list.
Mm-hmm.
To get some real accurate names.
False Cult Rick. Daddy Duncan. David Kitesberg. Is that Duncan paint just going to be army painter? I wonder what people will think. I mean, it'll probably be good. It'll probably be good paints, but it probably won't be as available as Army Painter. I mean, I see Army Painter everywhere.
It'd be pretty hilarious if it was horrible.
It would be. That would be pretty great.
Mm-hmm. Probably not though.
No, it's probably gonna be good. Miniac brought up a great point that Duncan is a brave man because he makes tutorials and now he makes his own paint, so he has to only use his paint in his tutorials.
Yep.
Or else he'll be saying that there's paint out there better than his paint.
That's true.
So yeah, he'll have to. Although with Duncan, I think it'll be fine because Duncan's style is pretty easy to follow. He doesn't do a lot of real special like oils.
He only used Citadel paints, and some of those are not good.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
He had to use white. He had to use Ceramite white.
Oh my god! You know what though? He must have dumped out the Ceramite white and replaced it with something else.
That would be hilarious.
That's what I would do. I just wouldn't use it. Or else he'd be like, yeah, you're giving me a fresh pot every single time. Sarah Monstein, I'm going to watch Dune as I paint. Ooh, neat. Green and Blue Productions. You know there's a few Dune books, not just one. Yeah, but I'm sure this movie's going to be the first book. And then they're probably going to make more movies that are the other books.
Hmm. Dune is for dweebs.
Yeah, it is, though. Lazy Bum. Vampire Space Marines, Werewolf Space Marines, Mummy Space Marines. Green and Blue Productions. Raven Guard Blood Ravens are from Relic's Dawn of War real-time strategy games. That's true. Games Workshop ripped them right off. That is crazy.
Hot damn. This is wild.
Joaquin Costa, has anyone used Pop Goes the Monkey? They have some neat stuff. I've bought a bunch of stuff from Pop Goes the Monkey. All very good. I always buy from Shapeways. I've never bought directly from Pop Goes the Monkey.
With hashtag monkey resin.
Hashtag monkey resin, which I am 99.9% sure is just regular consumer brand resin.
Hashtag Ellie Gumars.
It is smart of him though to cut out the middleman of Shapeways. I'm sure they take like most of the cut.
Yeah. Guaranteed.
Furlin Eagle. I wonder if Games Workshop is hiring for model approvers. I would just approve everything. Lego Baneblade, good to go. That is true. I wonder if there's really lenient people, and then there's like real not lenient people.
Mm-hmm. There's that guy.
Oh,
God. Actually, you're not allowed to do this. I want to be an approver.
Me too.
I wouldn't approve models that were Games Workshop. They were like fine.
Yeah.
Like, absolutely, without a doubt, fine. I wouldn't approve them.
Yeah, like you see the Baneblade that's made out of a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle toy, and you're like, no, but the regular Space Marines next to it, nah, not gonna fly.
Yep. I see what you're trying to do, Jimbo.
Mm-hmm.
GeForce member 45 saw Dune yesterday, and it was pretty damn good.
Neat. You're talking about the made-for-TV Dune, right?
Daniel Beer, watch Dune and paint. I think Dune is something you'll want to pay attention to. No.
I always watch it a few times. That's true, though. I usually like to watch movies, not listen to them. But some people can do it. Although, like, at this point, like, I don't need to watch The Office to watch The Office.
Yes. Let's see. What the hell do we want to do? All right. Keyboards number 45. Nah, I saw that one about 2 decades ago. Hey, you stir that paint.
Mm-hmm. Oops, that was probably way too much. Does anyone else have 2nd edition fantasy Warhammer? I need more cardboard cutouts for my army. Ah, that would be awesome. I know there was a cardboard cutout of a orc Death Dread. Like and so it would be great, but it'd be great if you made it in a way that it gets accepted. Like, there's just so much junk on the base that it really does have the profile of a modern Death Dread, but it's still using the official cutout.
That'd be pretty funny.
Freak Beast. Geez, looked up for my minis at the clock, and it's 5 a.m. already. Time flies during these streams. Yeah, do.
Damn.
Yeah, do.
This stream is sponsored by Dune.
Yeah.
In theaters now. And on HBO Max. I don't actually know if it's on HBO Max. It's just...
It sounds right.
It probably is.
Yeah.
I'm guessing. Seems like that's what they're doing now. I do think it's pretty funny that they waited on the new James Bond movie to release it, because it's been done for a long time, and they waited and waited, and they're like, you know what, now's the right time, and then no one watched it still. Kind of amazing.
Yeah. I mean, it makes perfect sense no one saw it.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you see a movie now?
Yeah. You think James Bond... Do you think it's done? Are we done?
I think it's probably done. I mean, there's so many movies exactly like James Bond. If they made... Well, no. If they made a quirky, cool James Bond movie, it would be The Kingsman, which came out a few years ago, and it was really good.
Mm. I thought you were going to say Austin Powers.
Austin Powers! God, if they made another Austin Powers movie, I think it would do well.
I think it would do really well. Do they make fun movies anymore?
No.
Like silly, dumb, weird movies?
No.
Yeah, because I think there might be a need for it.
Mm-hmm.
I do think that people would go for it. I didn't know. So remember, I don't remember which Austin Powers it is, but they in all the movies there are a lot of gags with like a sheet is in front of the camera, and you see people behind the sheet doing weird stuff, but that they're actually doing normal things, but it looks like they're fucking each other or whatever.
Yeah, of course.
That is an homage to silent film stuff. They used to do a lot of those kind of gags in silent film, and I didn't realize it. I watched a video about it. I'm like, oh wow, that's actually from something. It isn't just completely dumb. I mean, it is, but it's also from a thing.
Do you think that it's as funny? Now, be honest. Do you think it's as funny as an Adam Sandler movie?
Nothing is as funny as an Adam Sandler movie.
Yeah, of course. I mean, why harken back to the classic days of cinema when you could just,
hang out with your friends.
Yeah.
Do you remember we saw what's the studio called? It's
Happy Gilmore.
Well, that's the
Happy
name
Madison.
of the movie.
Happy Madison
yeah,
Productions.
Happy Madison. We were there. We saw his studio.
That's true.
on the Sony lot, which is pretty fun. We didn't see Adam Sandler though.
No.
He's probably never there.
What's crazy is Adam Sandler. He makes like from one of his dumb movies, he'll make the same amount of money that like Iron Man will make for an Avengers movie.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's just theft, really. Because he gets an acting credit, he gets a producer credit, and he gets a writer credit. Mm-hmm. So he'll get paid 3 times for 3 different roles for the same movie.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, if David Spade's in the movie, you got to give him a huge, huge chunk of money.
Mm-hmm. But the thing is, people do watch them.
They do. They love
like
those
them.
movies.
Mm-hmm. So it's a little hard to say that they're doing it wrong.
Yeah.
That's what I would do, honestly, if I could do that. That sounds like fun. Get to hang out with David Spade.
I'd hang out with David Spade.
Me too. I like him. I like David Spade. I remember there was one time we wanted to watch a stand-up.
Yeah, he's got a really good set on YouTube.
Yeah. But we wanted to watch the whole thing or something.
Because I think we thought it was going to be bad.
Yeah, but it was actually
And it was really good.
Yeah. He had a show called Lights Out. I like that show. I really like that show. That was fun. He had Tim Dillon on that show. Which is pretty funny.
Adam Devin, he must have made bank with Jack and Jill. I bet.
Mm-hmm.
Derek Doherty loved Lights Out. Lights Out.
Yeah.
Lights Out. Was that?
It's David Spade's show.
Oh, okay.
He just had a TV show.
Because there's a movie too.
Nope. I mean, unless that person is. Player tips. Just sent my friend a $5 Venmo request for being named Ryan. He actually paid it.
Yes!
Now you have it.
Nice.
Hashtag leave a dislike.
Venmo's weird. I got Venmo so I could pay a friend of mine, and it like shows you people's transactions.
Yeah, it does.
That's insane, right?
Yeah, people are weirdos.
That's so weird.
And I mean, you can just disable it.
Okay, I'll have to figure out how to disable that because I'm like, yeah, like another friend of mine is like, oh, he was paid $500 for doing lawn work for somebody. I'm like, this is weird. This is not information for me.
Yeah, you can turn some of that stuff off.
Neat.
But yeah. Yeah, because how else would you be able to buy drugs?
Yeah.
Well, besides lying. Because, I mean, that's really what the app is for. It's
yeah,
not...
of course. There's a great Key and Peele sketch. It's a drug deal, and the drug dealer is being really weird. And he's like, he won't let him buy drugs, like, quietly. And then at the end, he's like, 1, 2, 3, drug. And now we, now it's over. And so just take the money, and then we go, 1, 2, 3, drugs. Player, I always caption my Venmo requests with weird shit like BDSM club membership. That's pretty funny. That's really good.
Yeah.
It's weird though, because usually people like money is kind of a private thing, and so it's interesting that there's the whole thing of the app is to be really public about what you're doing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I think you can because you can have like friends and stuff on there, and so you can have it so only your friends see, or you can make it totally private.
Yeah.
Or you can be completely public. Yep. Yeah, no, it makes sense. What kind of drugs did you buy? Awesome.
I bought the big drugs. I didn't go for the
Oh,
medium drugs.
that's good. Yep. Perfect. And I'm sure your caption was egg salad sandwiches or something fun like that.
Yeah. Player, most money isn't private if I keep throwing bricks with money taped to them at people. 1, 2, 3, drugs.
Drugs, drugs, drugs.
All right, let's give this a shot and see what happens.
Woo!
Oh, everything is really wet and it didn't really work.
All right. Me too.
Yeah, really? Yeah, the oil, it's fine. If it was dry, this would work.
Drugs, drugs, drugs. We like drugs in cars. Drugs, drugs, drugs. We like drugs at bars. Drugs, drugs, drugs.
We love them.
We love drugs. Ah, good old Lady Gaga's Drugs, Drugs, Drugs. One of my
It
favorites.
was pretty wild when that came out. I know there was a lot of
Yeah.
controversy.
Yeah. Exactly. And that was before weed was legal. It's pretty even crazier. Jason M, fun game to play. Sing a love song, but replace the word love with drugs.
You're asking me, will our drugs grow? I don't know.
There you go.
Something in the way she moves attracts me like no other drugs do. I don't know that many love songs.
Takamuto, you guys ever try dihydrogen monoxide? That stuff is the best. Ah, I've been shooting up that all day today. It's been making me piss. Jason M, the Beatles. All you need is drugs. Drugs are all you need.
Drugs.
This is true.
She drugs you, yeah, yeah, yeah. With some drugs like that, you know you should be glad.
Drugs. Drugs, drugs, drugs.
Druggy, drugs.
Mm-hmm.
Oops.
Ops.
Player. In the words of my friend Ryan, drugs are great. Hear me out. You could either deal with all of life's problems, or you can get addicted to meth. Then your only problem is getting more meth. That's true.
Yeah, and that's not even that big of a deal.
Hydroglider, I would like one of your finest drugs, sir.
Come right up.
Don't come in, Shirley. Jay, that Luke in back to tank model is looking very cool. Absolutely. Remember his little tighty whities that he had in there? Little plastic undies?
Plastic undies.
There's a great behind the scenes photo. There's a lot of dumb stuff in Empire that didn't make it into the movie, but is wild that it exists. And there's a production photo of Luke, and apparently in the scene after the back to tank where he's talking with his friends, he was supposed to be wearing like a weird like face mask, like what like basketball players will sometimes wear, like if they have a face injury. It's like that clear face mask, and yeah, they decided not to go with that.
Mm-hmm.
Adam Devin, this stream has now earned my dislike.
Perfect. John Albers, you can only get the finest drugs on the Eons Battle Patreon.
This is true.
Exactly. Drugs, drugs, drugs. Player, you know what isn't drug-free? That's right, our Patreon. Join now for free STL files, a weekly hobby hangout.
You can get some STL files of drugs.
I mean, I can make that happen. Just everything's pills.
Mm-hmm.
How to make a pill base.
Wouldn't it be funny if, like, you know how people can, like, 3D print weapons? What if you could 3D print guns? Or not guns. What if you could 3D print drugs?
There you go.
There's no drugs, and then all of a sudden you've 3D printed them.
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't download some weed.
I mean, I bet if you smoked plastic,
Something would happen.
Something would happen. Gotta try it. Might not be totally productive, but you know.
Hydroglider, Jay oiling up a bunch of models. I'm trying. We'll see. John Alberts, aren't the best drugs just the friends we made along the way? Absolutely. It's the drugs we made along the way.
Player 3D printing Beelzebub's kale. Exactly. Player, no, the friends we made along the way were drugs. Christian Eraza, here after the Dodgers lost to the Braves. Hope y'all are doing better than I am. Oh, that's sports.
Obtain the most points.
Obtain that points. Jason M., the friends we made along the way were just drug-induced hallucinations.
Yeah, they were.
Player, damn, all my chat's getting red tonight. I don't know how to handle the spotlight.
And I was playing a little bit of my game Darkwoods, which you can do drugs in. Technically, you're always doing drugs because in the nighttime you rely on cooking mushrooms to give off a gas, and the gas helps protect you from nighttime. But I finally upgraded my workbench, and I made the Bubble Barrel Shotgun. It's the double barrel shotgun, and I was so excited. And then I immediately found another upgrade, and so now I'm not even going to use the double barrel shotgun because I can now make the what's it called? The pump action shotgun. And once I have the pump action shotgun, I will be indestructible. And then I'll probably go to the end game and see what happens. I don't know anything about end game, but I think I'm gonna bring lots and lots of bullets and lots of healing items.
Brian Parks, I do love sports ball, and nothing makes me happier than any Los Angeles team losing.
Oh, weird. The super wets wash I just put on has weirdly reactivated the previous layers.
Ah, insane.
It's weird that oil would activate oil.
Weird.
It's the company that makes Malifaux.
Ah.
So, somebody left a dumb comment where they're like, Malifaux models are too static in their posing.
Yeah, I saw that.
I'm like, what?
What? Yeah, I banned them.
Shadow ban. Shadow banning is when we ban your shadow.
Yeah. And then winter lasts for 6 more weeks.
Yeah. And speaking of 6 more weeks of winter, I'm gonna go pee.
Whoa! Them pee boys are at it again. Pee. Player, I got a bunch of friends into 40k. One of them picked Admech, the other Orcs, and the one I got into today picked Sisters. I'm actually sobbing over here with my poor Blood Angels. Jeez, how did you convince everyone that you've ever met to play 40k? I mean, I feel like it's a hard sell. You're a good sales. I mean, maybe you should go work for Games Workshop. You can be a salesman. Odie man, damn, I wish Jay would bring the mic so we could hear the pee hitting the water. How selfish he didn't share that with us. There was one time we had a wireless lav mic, and you could he went to go pee and you could hear him peeing because the mic picked it up. And that was pretty fun. And don't you worry, I recorded that. But that recording's just for me. Kino Kinones just got here. Is Jay okay? Did he die? He died. Okay, maybe I lied. Maybe I lied on that one. Did you put it in a jar?
Yes. Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Yeah, I know how to do it.
Good. Yeah, because we sell that on our Etsy.
Yeah, for sure. Derek Dowdery. Did he say Bubble Barrel shotgun? Bubble Barrel. Oh, and I call the pump action shotgun the pumpy.
Pumpy.
The pumpy. Player, I refuse to work for James Workshop until he makes Sanguinary Guard, Chief Apothecary, and jump packs cost less points. Also give me some damn jump pack melee Primaris. They should, although the current jump packs look phenomenal on Primaris Marines. They look so good. Do they still sell? Does Games Workshop still sell the jetpack sprue? Jump pack. I hope they do. I bought some like a year or two ago. They do. Oh, I should get some just to have. This could go any day now. You can get 5 jump packs for $8.
Vanderhawk, hey guys, 5:30 here in the UK, awake with my 4-month-old baby daughter. One advantage to her waking up is that I get to tune into you guys. Thanks for the company.
Yeah.
John Albers, good night, gents. Good night. Odie Man, Jay has iron resolve with farting. I mean, does this guy ever fart? I fart non-stop, but I have IBS. I couldn't stream like this without sounding like a shotgun going off every 30 minutes.
Nice. Not a big farter, big burper.
Oh my god. Although, you've been known to fart here and there.
That's true.
Yep.
Player. And you know where you can buy Jay's Piss? That's right, our Patreon. Free STL files, a weekly hobby hangout.
Yeah, that's one of the... Honestly, we should do some... At the beginning of our videos, it should you should have to say when you think the Patreon plug is going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Because it is one of my favorite things, where just all of a sudden right into the Patreon plug.
Mm-hmm. In the future, I think the way I might do these bases is I might paint all the blue and then the light gray and stuff in acrylic, and then do an oil wash.
That makes sense. But you know, you gotta try it.
Yeah, you gotta try. And it looks like, well, the way it's drying, it looks like I didn't do the wash thick enough, and it's mostly gonna just disappear.
Ah, that's fun.
Do 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 do. All right.
When I was a kid, we would watch American Idol
Mm-hmm.
because it was new and it was exciting, and that's the song that they played when people like had to leave the show because they got voted out. And at some point, I started hating that song because they would play the whole thing.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's annoying.
I like there's a great cut of it on YouTube that just goes, "'Cause you had a bad day. You had a bad day.
Yep.
You had it for 5 hours."
Yep.
Oh, I love that. Basically, any dumb thing you can imagine, there's a 10-hour track of it on YouTube. I bet that the people at Google are like, we're so happy every time someone does that, and it's a strain on our resources. So you can have 10 hours of I'm Pickle Rick to play 1 second of it for your friend.
Yeah. Or the sun screaming.
Mm-hmm. Human
Jesus
music.
Christ. Yep. Yeah. Just thinking about it now because I mentioned it. American Idol. The only the show's fine, but the only fun part about it is when they all make fun of the people at the beginning. When it's just when it's like hundreds of people that show up to an event and they go through everyone. That's the only thing that's fun. Once the people that are all good are part of the show,
of course.
it's like, yeah, people are good. I want to see the people that are horrible. That's the whole point.
Mm-hmm. Chris Ariza, in 40k news, I am new to 40k and always look forward to watching your videos. Can't wait to see you guys do battle reports. Also, after some research, I choose Grey Knights. Ooh, Grey Knights are cool. I have the Grey Knights. I haven't painted any of them yet. But I still want to do Oops All Terminator, which I hear is a bad idea. But I'm going to do it. Because YOLO. I think Grey Knights have the best looking Terminators, and I'm going to have the best looking Terminators.
They had a show that was all about watching bad singers. Jason M. Now for sale for a limited time only. Jay's Yellow Mini Wash. Get yours while supplies last.
It'd be really funny if that show was called "These People Wanted to Be on TV More Than They Feel the Human Emotion of Embarrassment."
That'd be a pretty good name.
John W. Ramsey, I just heard that Games Workshop is retiring the Armageddon Steel Legion. Do you think they're going to totally redo the Imperial Guard? Yes, but I bet it's not going to make everyone happy. I bet when they redo the Imperial Guard, I bet they just come out with like a new kit that makes Cadians. And maybe they'll have a couple head swaps, but that's probably
it's 40k. People are going to accept change.
That's true. The community is really, really good about getting behind like new things.
Exactly.
But yeah, I think because the tricky thing is like, really the Imperial Guard should be the biggest have the biggest number of units of anything in the game, because you've got the Maccabian Janissaries, the Steel Legion, the Death Corps of Krieg, the Valhallans, the Vostroyans, the Talern Desert Raiders, and they all have a completely different aesthetic.
Mm-hmm.
And I bet that they're like, oh god, why did we do that? Because with Space Marines, they just get to sell the same kit over and over, and everyone just makes it their own by painting it a different color. And that's what they've continued to do with like Sisters of Battle and Adeptus Mechanicus and Genestealer Cult, all of the brand new armies. And so I bet all the armies are going to kind of go in that direction where they have everything they need, and it's kind of up to individual people to make them special. Player, oops, all Terminators works very well for Dark Angels. Oh, I bet, but I'm not doing Dark Angels.
Kinakunanes, WB's Superstar USA. They even prank people by giving them stylist and touring mansions, just to tell them you actually really suck. They even told the audience to clap because performing was the singer's Make-A-Wish.
That's oh my god.
Yeah, I wonder, does that show still exist? I can imagine people are like, this is too mean.
Mm-hmm. Kinones, or Odiman, hot take, I really, really hope they don't redo the Vostroyans, because I spent quite literally a new car's worth on Vostroyans, all in pewter, and I've been painting them to my highest standard. Ooh. The resale value on them is already enough to buy a new house, probably.
There you go. No, that show was canceled after one season.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But what a season it was, I bet. Jason M. Games needs to bring back Battlefleet Gothic and maybe Epic 40k. I think they probably will.
Wait, for both of them?
Probably. I think so. I mean, it seems like that's just kind of what they're doing. Because they got rid of all the specialist games, and now they're slowly bringing them back one by one. We got Titanicus, we got Aeronautica Imperialis.
But do you think with Aeronautica Imperialis, they'll even have room for Battlefleet Gothic?
I guess so, because it seems to be the thing. People really do find the difference in little ship game and big ship game. I mean, there's Star Wars X-Wing, and then there's Star Wars Armada, and there's Drop Zone Commander, and there's Drop Fleet Commander. I don't feel like it's different enough, but as some people think it is. Vannerhawk, Jay, those bases are great. Can you tell us how you made them? They are Milliputs and Green Stuff World texture rollers. I'll throw one up on the camera. It is an acrylic rod that has...
rod.
Yeah, it's an acrylic rod. It's a big, long, hard acrylic rod that has the opposite of whatever symbol cut into it. And then you roll this on top of green stuff or milliput, and then that's what you get.
What is that again?
It's a Green Stuff World acrylic rod, acrylic rolling pin.
Oh, cool.
I'm gonna put it back and put it back in the shaft.
Okay.
And then cap it.
Gonna cap that shaft?
Yeah. Sometimes I lose the tip.
Oh. The shaft tip?
Mm-hmm.
That's a problem. We are children.
Kino Kinonas, Titanicus is epic now, right? Titanicus and Aeronautica are in the same scale.
Lucky bet, you gotta wrap it before you tap it.
Yeah, it's true.
Bet.
Brian Perks, as a long-term Krieg player, I don't want to see endless new Krieg kits. There is a certain big dick energy bringing a full Iron Warriors or Gas Mask Boys to a game store. Mm-hmm. The exclusivity, right?
Oh, yeah. 1313's non-Games Workshop product plus 1 show point minus 2 Games Workshop show points.
Oh no!
And those are money. Those show points. Jason M. Hey Nick, you think you can make SDLs for rolling rods? Funny enough, I tried once, and I made it too deep. But it's actually kind of easy to do it in Blender, kind of. The hard part is getting it to be seamless on, having it all line up. But I think I could probably figure it out.
Yeah, the green stuff rolls are seamless.
Yeah. I don't think it's impossible. But
yeah.
What's really cool is the with Blender you can create whatever texture as a bump map, and then so you just create a cylinder and you apply that bump map to the cylinder, and that's all you have to do.
I know Green Stuff World. There was like literally a one DACA post controversy of someone saying that they stole this idea from someone else.
Play-Doh.
Like somebody else who was making them for Warhammer things, but I don't know. I don't know if you can have. I don't know if a texture roller is really a thing you can have.
I don't think so. I mean, again, Play-Doh.
Mm-hmm.
Play-Doh's bread and butter. I don't know why. Now I'm just thinking about it. I had this kind of cool thing. It was a Crayola thing where you would take crayons, and it was a machine that melted the crayons down, and it poured the stuff into these molds that looked like cars.
That is cool.
And I had that as a kid, and you could take that shell and then put it onto essentially like a Hot Wheels thing, and you could drive the car around.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
And then you can smash it.
Exactly. And then you could smash it into pieces, and then you could take the pieces and remelt it back into a car.
That's really cool.
And then you could, if you put in a red and a blue, you'd get it'd be slightly purple, slightly red, slightly blue car.
See,
That's
Crayola
kind of a fun
loves
thing.
its fans, unlike Games Workshop.
Exactly. Although I don't think they make it anymore because that was a long.
Oh, they hate their fans.
It's when I was a kid. But I thought that was pretty cool. I just thought about that right now. Takamuto! Nick's talking about the Moldorama. That's hilarious. It was cool.
Christian Uriza, after spending some heavy money on Grey Knight Strikes and Terminators, I decided that my Strike Squad will be in Grey Knight Terminator armor, my Terminators will be in Aggressor armor, and Paladins in Centurion armor. Holy moly. That's pretty awesome. I really like the Centurions. I'm gonna have to figure out some. I want to do some videos on the Centurions. Just gotta figure out how, because it's gonna take a long ass time to paint them. The video is probably gonna be called the most hated models Games Workshop makes, because a lot of people don't like how the Centurions look, but I love them. Absolutely love them.
That's how you spell crayons. I'm trying to find it. Nakamoto, welp, gotta sleep. Great stream, gents.
Good night.
Good night.
Kinononas, there are no original ideas except for Games Workshop IP, which should always be respected. Of course. That's the only real thing out there.
It's called Melt and Mold Factory. That's what it's called.
Player, all of Games Workshop properties are 100% original and take no inspiration from anywhere else. Also, they will be copywriting the phrase wargame, as is their right.
Yeah.
I mean, really, are there other wargames?
Mm-hmm. Green and Blue Productions. Those bases are looking good. They really pop.
There's something. I think I'm gonna do a little bit of work to them after stream to get them.
Well, there you have it.
But you gotta learn.
You do. You gotta
try stuff. Yeah. After I do 100 more bases, they'll probably be like, yeah, here's exactly how you do the texture roller and the green stuff and the. Oh my god! Why can't I draw a straight line or a small line?
Alex YT, dislikes are strong.
Yeah.
Yeah, not strong enough though, because we're at 132, which means that we're gonna. We said that we're gonna die if we don't get 150, so I think we might die. GeForce member 45, only 18 more. Dislike the stream, folks.
Alex YT looks great. Is that the Repentia Master? Yes. Yeah, she's in charge.
Jason M, I heard Games Workshop is going to copyright the words table and top, then sue anyone using those words. Same with the word the. Interesting.
Player, the best way I've found to use the Green Stuff World Roller is to use a piece of cardboard about the thickness of your base and green stuff, then use that to keep your rolling pin even and decently level. That's maybe not a bad idea. I just let them not be level.
TK Zooterpins, remember folks, show some love and support and hit that thumbs down. We love them. If you're new to the channel, join the Motley Crew and hit that subscribe. We also have a Patreon and Discord channel. These are absolute facts. Carfax. The stream is sponsored by Carfax.
Yeah, it is.
And CarMax. Alex YT, when you Zenithal, is it just a reference or does it help the base coat have some shadow? When you paint, it looks like straight up magic.
Yeah, it definitely helped, especially with this lady because I used contrast paint. I used a gray contrast on her armor, and then I used a purple contrast on her robes, and that got me most of the way there. Then I just laid a little bit more paint on top.
Brian Parks. Carfax, CarMax, advertising +2. Oh yeah. It's an advertising stream now.
Mm-hmm.
That's always what the last 10 minutes of these streams are ads. Hia Tran. I have an addictive personality and bought a full 2,000 points. Now I have it all primed and might have bit off more than I can chew. I mean, yeah, that's a lot of models. What army?
Oh my goodness, how much time? I have 10 minutes. I'm going to try a little paint retardant and seeing if that's going to help me out. Because I'm trying to paint tiny little stripes to make lightning, and it's hard.
Yes.
Because the paint is just drying so fast. I can do like one line, and then I got to refresh. Let's try this. Let's see what happens. This is like what it's for. Although really it's for like painting a canvas.
Player, this video is sponsored by Games Workshop. As you can see, Jay is only using Games Workshop paints, brushes, basing materials, models.
Yes.
He even has the patent pending Games Workshop Block O Wood.
Absolutely.
Only $35.98 plus tax and shipping. Exactly. Don't forget about that patented Citadel double stick tape.
Mm-hmm.
On that Block O Wood. Alex YT, is there a 9th edition meta?
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I tend to think there actually isn't. Like, doesn't matter if Dark Angels are crazy good right now, if no one in your hobby shop plays them. Does it matter if Beast Snagas are crazy OP if you're not playing against them?
Mm-hmm. Again, like you have said, you only have to be better than your friends.
Yeah.
Or people that you're playing against.
Mm-hmm.
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 Little sneezage.
Yeah, a little aggressive there.
Mm-hmm. I know. Alex YT, LOL, Games Workshop wishes they could patent small cubes of wood, TM pending.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure they're on it.
Oh yeah, I like a little small cube of wood. Ooh, and I kind of like how this lightning is happening.
Mm-hmm.
David Kreitzberg, people worry too much about what the internet says. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Welcome to the internet. Yeah. Yep.
Niggy Tran. I got a sister's army, which seems insane now with all the little crevices and the faces and the hair, not to mention Celestine and the other HQ.
Oh, yeah.
Alex YT. Jay, did you ever get the Sisters faction leader, Mechbot Warrior Lady? I have not. But it's a sick model, and I'm definitely going to get it. Also because if I get that model, it probably means I have to own less Sisters models, because I bet it costs a lot in points.
Oh, yeah.
Is that Morin Val? Is that her? She's my mom.
That's... You got a hot mom. Blair. I paint houses for fun, just to go home and paint models for fun. Or I paint houses for a living. Interesting to realize how often those two skill sets differ. Although, how hilarious would it be if you took your model brushes to go paint a house, and you took your house brushes to go paint a model? That'd be embarrassing.
Sarah Monstein, if Gene Stealer Cult ever get their turn as an S-tier internet army, I am sure it'll be all the stuff that I don't own. For sure.
Guaranteed.
Aberrants are so good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love when people get mad that when they make something that previously wasn't very good. Because, like, well, what? So if something is bad, it should never, ever become good?
Yes.
Because
don't change. Unless it's my army, then it should change.
Mm-hmm.
Jason M, it would be nice in if Gene Stealers got some more models, but big, hard hitters. Maybe some Mad Max-ish heavy equipment with armor and guns.
Yeah, or a limo.
Limo. Oh god, they should bring back the limo. I think people would cream their pants if they brought that back. You know it's designed somewhere. Someone has that on their computer right now.
Absolutely. See, I've got 3 minutes. Can I finish the lightning? Probably not.
Nope. Mm-hmm. Green and Blue Productions hover yacht.
Mm-hmm.
Limo.
Brian Burks. Dislikes came up short. Summary execution time. Oh no!
Yeah.
Everybody dislike!
This is true. If we don't get 150 dislikes, we will disappear.
Yes.
Out of this world. And there'll never be another stream again or another video or anything. It'll all be gone.
Mm-hmm.
It's very sad.
I pretty much got the lightning done. But oops.
Yeah.
But we'll see. Well, you guys will see a new thing that the patrons will pick for me to paint on Monday.
I'm excited. I'm happy with the pick, if it is the pick. That's the one that I wanted to win. It's currently winning. Oh, narrow.
It is narrow. It could totally change.
I mean, geez Louise, is it narrow?
One of the tightest races we've had.
Yep. It's like one or two votes away.
Mm-hmm.
Could be anything. And speaking of jizz, it is 12 o'clock. I guess I was just thinking that in my head. But you may say, "Oh my gosh, there's no stream tomorrow. Isn't this so upsetting?" But you know what you could do? You could join the Eons of Battle Patreon, because we did come out with a Patreon exclusive video today. Yes, on Saturday. Because technically today is Sunday now.
It's tomorrow now.
Yeah. So you can watch that as well as all these Patreon only streams. You can rewatch the back catalog. Some of our deepest, darkest secrets have been revealed on those streams, which is pretty fun. And yeah, but we have a bunch of new videos this week, and we'll be back with another live stream on Monday at 9 p.m. Central. So join us for that.
Yeah. All right, everybody.
Woo!
Good night.
Good night.
Boop.